Okay, guys, we are back at it, and we are about to talk about these stocks making these new 52-week lows. A long list down here, keeping you up to date with everything that is going on. Make sure you do keep in mind that everything that's happening with these stocks and all other stocks on the market in today's trading session is while the markets are pushing up more bearish than bullish. With about 4,000 decliners, you got about 2,200 advancers. They are starting to buy things back up, which is why we like to look at these, look at the next swing trades towards the after hours, because that's when people are going to start to get the most bullish for the overnight swings. So let's just get right into it now. With see, oh yes, and remember, of course, you always be able to see what I'm going for along in my section, saying when to buy, when to sell. Every day in my section, we make about almost 1,000%, if not more than 1,000% every single day. You are welcome to follow along. We do this off stocks, options, cryptos. You can always check out the rest of the coaches throwing out their alerts along in their sections as well. You're not going to catch everything, but take your time now. But let's get into it with CYCU coming in for another push back down today, down about 40% on CYCU, down to $1.53. People will start to get bullish on here, but it's going to just take just a bit more. The after hours hasn't kicked in just yet. Once the after hours does come in, we just see a quick round of bullishes coming into CYCU. We'll take a bit more time to give you a better center on what all of these are by reading through their briefings and maybe even taking a quick peek at their websites as well. Celeron is a tech company, is a tech-enabled cybersecurity company. The company provides network communication and information technology security solutions, as well as your PLTR in the same field, the same sector that has come in for such a dip back down today, did same affect other stocks in the same industry as well. Want to watch this one come in for a bull run as well with the rest of them. Want to watch out for the extra largest to be buying in on CYCU. Like I say, it might just be a bit early on CYCU stock where extra large and mediums going out. Some smalls coming in. When they do come in for their big reversal, they'll slow down around 2050 cents before gapping back up towards about $4 where they were hanging out around before. And then they can get past there. Well, the sky's the limits from pretty much at that point on CYCU stock getting massive in short interest and even bigger in short interest today, as you already know that your CYCU did just suffer a massive short sell attack. They're going to cover those shares. Continuing on, we got a lot more to talk about. OSRH. This one goes down to another leg down with the markets that do, remember, of course, turn extremely bearish as well with about 4,000 decliners. So, and you skip over that part, you do know now that the markets are all crashing, not just only just your one individual penny stock. But OSRH did come in for some massive bull runs on OSRH along in the previous trading sessions as well, and we caught those. Of course, make sure that you're seeing in my section. I'm throwing those things out. We call OSRH while when it would even start to halt on OSRH, up about 200%. Early morning, like 3 a.m. when it opened up, OSRH opened up like 400%. It was crazy. Like I say, you take your time. You're not gonna be able to catch them all, but when you see me putting those things out, off the videos, and I'm picking my favorite ones, putting my favorite ones out along in my section, saying these are the ones that I'll be specifically going for. You are welcome to follow along, and you don't gotta hold it because I'm still holding up something of 200-300% doesn't mean you have to. You can lock in games where you feel nervous, wherever you feel comfortable. You got to do what you got to do. But OSRH, so all the way back up to the lows of $2.34, making another prime opportunity. I would like another opportunity in OSRH as well. I might even be going for this one for another round. In fact, might as well go ahead and um update the list. Keep the list updated. You know how I love to love to update the list and stuff like that. Let me see. I love to keep me update a list of upcoming swings. Upcoming swings ain't nothing better than an upcoming swing trade. And OSRH. So OSRH, D70. Keep in mind the whole markets are all extra bearish, and all the good stuff like that. Can't just super crash down tomorrow. Just because I'm typing it in there right now, don't mean I'm buying it right now, making a video right now. So you'll be able to see which ones I do specifically go for after the video and one of my favorite ones because there's a lot down this list and a lot are not looking too good. Things like FTEL still didn't push back now. It would have been cool if the SEL would have pushed all the way back down to like maybe like that 70 cent range. It would be we'll want to say it's good that it's still holding up, but we want to get FTEL at the best of the discounts as possible, of course. And excuse me, hiccups. In the midst of all of this extra bearishness that's coming in right now is not creating a power opportunity. It's only extra larges and larges and medium smalls are going more out of FTEL at said time. If you do recall FTL from previous videos, this is Fento Corporation through GD Wellness Pty Ltd is wholly owned subsidiary is an online retailer of gym and fitness equipment. Okay, and they reversal, they'll be slowing down around $5 before making it back up to the highs of about $10. Okay, we'll look closer in on your LGMK stock next as well. As you can see, LGMK is another one that's suffering from from the bearish rounds today as is as is a lot of stocks, but this stock isn't too bearish here. It took a quick dip down towards 25 cents, bounced up towards about 27 cents, and then stayed around the 25, 27 cent range. It only just saw about 2, 3 days ago, so it's still really finding its grounds down here right now. You did just get the first rounds of the bullish divergence to truly get made. But the thing is, you look back on your overall daily chart on LGMK can be still just a bit early into that true bullish momentum shift actually comes to kick in. So you can hold off just a bit. And today, again, remember, is a bearish day with about four, almost 5,000 things selling off. On LGMK, only a little bit of extra larges, large and mediums going out. A lot of smalls are going out of there at this exact time. And this stock, wow, with extremely super turbo bullish indications all across the board. It has been getting massive, massive daily short sell attacks in the last few days, especially even in yesterday's trading session. It's going to be a lot more even into today. So you can still hold off a bit on things like that. RSLS, they do as well hold up a bit decent up here on RSLS, okay? They haven't taken up to fill up that gap all the way just yet to $2.25, but they did come in for a stretch just a day or so ago, up to about $2. If you look back at a 15-minute chart on RSLS, this one down here, finding support down here at this $1.20 range. As you can see, they bounce from this $1.20 range quite often, and that's where they exploded from last time. So they'd be looking for another spike up towards about $2. That still, once again, won't fill that entire gap when they do got a low volume, average volume at 800,000 with the current volume getting up at 2.99 million with a free float of 666,000 on RSLS. We're looking for an explosion to come in. It's going to be very fast as it fills up that very small float on your RSLS stock, and let me know in the comments below if you're holding in on the RSLS. Did suffer from massive short sale attacks just yesterday, same as the rest of them. One more extra largest, mediums, and smalls going out. We keep these things updated day by day, so you can always be prepared on what's going on and understand that RSLS is a weight loss and metabolic health solutions company. Understand that the RSLS has a descending balance sheet. You do want to make sure that you are checking out your balance sheet. If I overlook any of the balance sheets or any of your favorite statistics or parts of the videos in this, apologies. It's a lot to be getting down to, but just make sure you're always checking out those balance sheets. As you know, you want to see total assets outdoing liabilities. For those of you who don't know how to read this, you want that blue bar to be bigger than the green bar, saying that they have total assets and or total money, outdoing the green bar or outdoing that green bar, which is total liabilities and or total debts and all the stuff like that. And they got a lot of liabilities and debts holding them back, like outweighing their assets. That company is not in good standing. You want their debt to asset ratio to be all the way down while their total assets are extremely big. And I can show you some clean examples. Like go look at PLTR exactly. Like look at PLTR balance sheet. Like you want to see a good example of one and then go back to whatever stock we were just looking at before. I think that was RSLS. You can see the difference right there. But CRML. So they come in for a hot round of the bearish too today after coming in for an uptrend. And just yesterday's trading session, they sold back up to about $3 on the CRML stock. Now on this hot sell off right now on CRML, they'll probably start to get bullish here again. Only thing is like this is one of those metals companies, so they didn't greatly affected by all the tariffs and stuff like that as well. If you go back down and look at your overall daily chart on CRML, you'll be able to see that they are starting to buy this back up just a bit slow. Looking for the next couple days, maybe into the next week or two, bullish divergence is really made on this thing with a free float of 24.30 million. This does have a average volume of 162,000 and a value of 944,000 on your CRML stock. The other stats like the market cap and things do matter as well, but the only thing that really matters in today's trading session is all the bears that is coming in dragging everything down along with it. As you can see, your CRML, same as the rest, coming in with the most extreme bullish indication you ever seen on any stock up there on your interpretation of indications. That is a technical sentiment indicator you can use on your Moomoo investing platform. And many of you don't like to, if many of you don't like to read your lines and your Mara size and MACDs, you can always use that, letting you know exactly what the sentiment and pressure is, especially even while a stock is coming in for these heavy, super, extremely massive short sell attacks day after day after day in this stock that's super high in short interest. Those short sellers don't want to see it explode. That's why you have more extra larges and more larges going out. You only got a little bit of medium to smalls coming in on CRML. Hope they can do just a bit better coming into the next week. Next, you got MULN Mullen. Don't even want to look at Mullen. They are automotive stock. They don't mess people up all across the board. They about to do the same thing again. Next, you got FEAM. Okay, this one here is starting to gear like we were looking at yesterday's trading session. It wasn't looking as good as it even is now in today's trading session. That's a very clean bullish divergence that's coming in amidst all the bearishness that's been made all day off a stock with a low average volume of 12,000 and a current volume of 30,000. They got a free float of 2.42 million on your FEAM stock or extra largest, mediums, and smalls going out. Could be just a bit early on the FEAM as well. If you go back and look at your overall daily chart, they are not making any clear bullish divergence just yet. Okay. This one here is a boron and lithium company. That's very good, exciting. We'll have to come back to that one. Next, you got GCL. Already came in for some hot spikes on the GCL as well as we have been throwing out early alerts and whatnot for the GCL in early 52-week low videos and even alerts out along in the Bank Bleed Discord saying to be in for that last big short squeeze ahead. It's already come in for that move up to the highs of about $10 from those early alerts that were saying to be in at $3.50 or less. You always want to have your 7 to 15% stop loss, no matter what, whether it's a day trade, whether it's a swing trade. You know me, I love a swing trade, but you might not want to go in for that one for a swing now. Next, you got FLNC, one of my more favorite on this list, coming in for even more bullishness today. It's coming in for bullishness day after day after day. Now we got FLNC holding up here at $7.35. This stock is up 7.35%. It has a lot more room to grow all the way up to filling that gap to $12.30 with average volume of 5.29 million. They current volume getting up to 6.10 million on the FLNC with a free float on 141.29 million on FLNC. They only getting more excited on this one right now. You notice how you got those extra larges that were all going out those last days, and they going out less and less and less all the way up into today. Even if you go take a pick or peek at the FLNC on your Moomoo investing platform, once again for another day of the extra large is rallying, of the large is rallying. You got the mediums rallying, you got the smalls rushing up in there. They said they're not finna miss out on this. You should neither, as they are right over they average cost of 722 at that 735, and they got a gap to fill towards that $13, and there's nothing holding them back after they get past that $8 range. This one here's gonna explode. We'll go ahead and make sure that we do remember to add in FLNC, although we are already in on FLNC. Like, oh, I'm already up like 15% on FLNC. Again, once again, make sure that you do. See, we've already been talking about this for like the last couple days in the 52-week low videos. Like I said, I'm gonna just start keeping these things updated day by day and stuff like that. Being up to date with the old markets definitely helps with knowing that's going on, and make sure that you get signed up for Bank Ability to actually see when I'm telling you when to buy and sell these things on time, and make sure that you do remember in the morning time, when you're waking up, those markets get to doing these and doing those or whatever the case is, you got to have your stop loss in there. I cannot stress that enough, especially to the newer traders. They won't tell you where to set your stop loss. They'll even specifically tell you to set your own stop loss. They tell you, man, you gotta set a 7 to 15% stop loss on everything. That will create your natural consistency. As your SOAR did come in for that super hot move off of yesterday's alerts, going from 8 cents all the way to the highs of 25, almost 26 cents. This stock still holding up about 79% after a quick pullback from that 26 cents down to 24 cents right now on SOAR stock. We're catching that for the early alerts. Even just this morning, 5 a.m.s even, I don't know what time you wake up to catch, I mean, what time you waking up in the morning, but the times that you wake up make a big difference. Don't feel like that you gotta rush waking yourself up or doing this and that to catch that play because there's so many different trades on the market, like all day, every single day. You're not really missing out on anything. You're just gonna catch the next one that comes in, and everybody gets their turn. And you got DGLY. They've been very choppy and been very questionable to traders and investors as they've been only getting more and more choppy. Look at this. I mean, today was a bearish day overall, you already know, but geez, they're really trying to hold this thing back. And I can show you that. Check this out, DJLY. D, I gotta go. I gotta reset my computer to be able to do this now. Let me see, DGLY. I'm about to mix these together. I have to restart this.